Hey y'all, it's Mr. Tyler. I'm going to run you through some more advanced video editing techniques using the iMovie app on the iPhone. So very first thing I need to do is open up that iMovie app. This assumes that you've already done a lot of the actual 360 specific video editing in the Insta360 app or the Veer app up to this point. So you've done the things like the keyframe where you decide like which direction the camera is looking, the orientation. You've already kind of done a lot of the basic editing where you chose like what clips do you want and things like that. So you've already done that. You exported it from the Insta360 app, and we're gonna click create video, and I'm gonna click movie. And the reason why, and I'm gonna select this, I'm gonna use this little 4-minute clip down here. I'm gonna click create movie. The reason why it's really important to have already done a lot of that 360 specific stuff is because iMovie is not designed for 360-degree movies. It's designed for flat, 2D movies. And you'll see here, it kind of looks like when you open it up in iMovie that you took like a globe and flattened it. So iMovie's not great at 360 specific stuff, but it is great for like other movie type stuff. So the very first thing that we need to do, one of our most important tools in iMovie, is the split clip function. So in order to do this, like let's say I want to just cut off a lot of this clip. Let's say I just want to end the video here when they're going into the stairwell. I'm going to click this timeline down here. This little line going right down the middle shows me where are we right now in the timeline. And I'm going to click this button that says split. And it's been split in half. And so now I'm going to select that little second clip. So I got my first clip here, second clip there, and I'm just going to go ahead and toss that. Now I got a little 40-second clip that I'm going to be working with. Next thing I'm going to do, let's say I want to add some text onto my video. I'm going to click this text button, and I like this Prism font. So you're going to choose a font that you like. You're going to edit it. Since this is a, what is it like to be a student at Wheels video, I'm going to say, welcome to Wheels. And now something that you're going to notice is that the text takes up the whole screen. If we were watching a 2D video, that might be fine. Like you can see all of it. But remember that when we always have to be thinking about what is this going to look like when we put on our VR goggles. And because this text goes from like one side of the screen to the other, remember this is going to be wrapping around your head. You're going to be inside of this environment. So in order to read all of Welcome to Wheels, you would have to like look all the way over to the left and then like look all the way over to the right to see all this. This is going to appear really huge. So you can make this text bigger or smaller by zooming in with your fingers, so I can zoom in, zoom out. And now you see that it's kind of this nice size where if we had our 360 goggles on, it would appear just like right in the middle of the screen, right? Kind of in the middle of the hallway. And so I like that. Now, let's say I wanted to label some things that we're seeing as we go by. Maybe I want to label the office over here. So I'm going to, one of the weird things about iMovie on the iPhone, you can only add text at the beginning of a clip, of one of these clips. So I'll need to split this clip again. So I have to go click this little scissors button down here, and I have to go over to where I want to split it. So maybe I want to split it right around here. I'm going to click my timeline. I'm going to press the split button again. You see we have a new split. So I'm going to click the second clip. I'm going to add some new text. And I'm going to generally try to use the same font. And I'm going to say The Office. Now, in addition to the size, you also have to remember that the text is going to appear in the location that, where this is appearing. So if you have The Office and it's like right in the middle of the hallway, when people have their goggles on, they're only going to see this text if they're looking down the hallway. So I'm going to move it over to where The Office actually is so that when people have their goggles on, if they look over at The Office, they'll see the text that says The Office. So you always have to be considering how's this going to look when this is actually in 360 and not in this like flat version. So I've got some text on here. Next thing I want y'all to know is how to add some audio. So I'm going to click this little plus button, and there are a few different things that you could add. You could add, if you want to add like your own music, like some music you have saved on your phone, you can click this audio button. Let's say you wanted to like narrate over it. So you have this video going on, but you don't want, you don't like, the audio that you recorded, and so you want to maybe have a narrator, or maybe you want to imagine like, oh, what is this person thinking, and you want to like pretend like you have the thoughts going on in their head, or maybe you did an interview with someone about like their favorite moment at Wheels, and you want to include that audio over the tour. We're gonna click voiceover, and this is going to allow us to record some audio. So I'm going to click record. Test 1 2, test 1 2. I click stop. You can review it if you want to hear how it sounded. You don't have to. I'm going to click accept. And you can record that audio at any point that you want. So like, let's say you wanted to like go out and do an interview or something like that. So I got my audio. If you hold down, this audio is this little purple thing down here. If you hold it down, you can also move your audio around. So like, let's say I want that audio to be in the middle of that clip, or I want it to be over here. You just have to hold it down and you can move it around. So now I got my whole clip. I'm ready to go. I'm going to click this done button at the top to say that I'm done editing. I'm now going to click this little square with the arrow sticking out of it to export the video. And the reason why we're going to have to do one last thing. So just like I was saying before, iMovie is not great with 360 videos. So if we try to upload this video to YouTube right now, YouTube is just it's not going to realize it's a 360 video. It's going to think that it's some weird flat video. And you won't be able to watch it in like the goggles. You won't be able to like move around in it. It's just going to be like a flat video, and it's going to look really weird. So we have to do a thing that's called injecting metadata. The metadata basically just tells YouTube that this video is in 360 degrees. Let us watch it in goggles. Let it act like a 360 video. So I'm going to click save video. You could also just email it to yourself right away. And you're going to need to open up this video in on one of the school Macs to inject the metadata. So I've now I emailed my video to myself from my phone. I'm now on one of the school Macs. Again, all we need to do at this point is inject some 360 metadata so that YouTube knows that the video that we're recording is in 360. So I've opened up this app called Adobe Premiere Pro. It looks like this little PR sign. I'm gonna click New Project. I can give it a name up here. I'm just gonna say Test VR Movie. And click OK. It's gonna do its thing for a second. Alright, so we now have the Adobe Premiere Workspace pulled up. And I'm going to go find the file that I downloaded, my video file. I went ahead and put it on my desktop, but it's probably going to appear in the Downloads folder in Finder for you. And so I'm going to drop it into this bottom left corner where it says Project Test VR Movie. It says Import Media to Start. I'm going to drop it there. And so that's now uploaded the video into Adobe Premiere. And now I'm going to click on this little video in here, and I'm going to drag it over to this timeline where it says timeline, no sequence, drop media here to create a sequence. I'm going to drop it there. Now, if you ever want to mess around a little bit with Adobe Premiere, it has all sorts of other really cool video editing things. We're not going to worry about those today. I'm going to click on it just to make sure that it's playing correctly. That looks like my video. That's the car. Excellent. And I'm going to click on it. I'm going to, now that I click on this movie, I'm going to go up to the thing that says File at the top. And I'm going to scroll down to where it says export, and I'm going to click on this thing that says media. And so we're getting ready to export. We're telling it that we're done with it. And this looks really complicated. Don't worry about most of these settings. And under this thing that says video, we're going to scroll to the bottom. And we need to tell it that this video is in VR. So it says enable to add VR video metadata. You don't really need to worry about this. Main thing is to make sure it says frame layout monoscopic. And that's it. And now that we've set that, we're going to go down to this button at the bottom that says export. I'm going to click that. This is a pretty short video, so it's not going to take too long. Longer videos will take obviously longer. Your video was exported successfully, and I gotta find where that went. Now that I have my video, I believe this is it right up there. Yep, that's it. So I have the video. I'm gonna go to youtube.com/upload. Going to take me to my YouTube Creator Studio, and now all I have to do is, this is the very last part of the process, is click My Movie. This is the movie I just created. I'm going to drag it in here. It's going to take about 5 minutes to upload, and that's it. We have created our 360 movie.